So MyMove is starting from three different findings that we have. First, and that is kind of Belgium or even Brussels specific, is the Covras. You might have heard of it, I guess. So there is a stress on the parking lots. Okay, there's less and less parking lots available, and so you can increase the number of parking lots, or you can decrease the number of vehicles, and we try to play on the second one. Second is, of course, a mega trend across a lot of different industries, where we move from the economy of possession towards the economy of usage. I'm sure everybody is familiar with that. And the third one is coming from there, why not sharing vehicles? And from there we see that it becomes a lot more complex to share vehicles. It becomes a lot more complex. And so this is what we have done with MyMove, is we have created a platform that help share vehicles inside a closed community, all right, and take care of all the hassle that comes from sharing vehicles. So in practice, what we propose is that instead of having the traditional one person, one car, and one parking lot, we will transform your building into a mobility hub, where you will have a fleet of vehicles that will be shared among the person living there or the tenants. And so we do two things. We take care of the hassle of sharing vehicles, and as well we want to introduce some multimodality to make sure that we not only share cars, but as well scooters, e-steps, and bikes. And this is how we want to make it possible. We take all the hassle away. What does that mean? It means that for the user, they just choose the vehicle and go. They can do it for an immediate use or at a later stage, which is very important to make sure that you can ensure that you have a car when you need one. And then for you as the owner of the building, you can invoice your tenants for the usage and include that in the monthly bill, or we can take care of it by simply asking for the credit card inside the application. So what we provide is a technology to allow a fleet of vehicles to be connected and therefore shared, okay? So that you can have that fleet of vehicles in your building without any of the hassle. We take care of everything. What we want to do is we want to smoothen the transition to green mobility by pushing in front of the users the possibility of, why not take a bike this time instead of a car, because I see in my app that there's a bike available right now. We work with different type of vehicles, but what is interesting to mention is that for the cars, we can equip any car that you might already have. So our purpose is not for you to invest in new vehicles, but rather use any unused asset that you might have. How does that work in practice? We take all the hassle away, as I've said many times. This means that the user onboards themselves with simply first name, last name, phone number, and email. Then we verify the identity. We verify that they have a driving license, and we take a payment method from them in the form of a credit card. So we take the payment on your behalf. Second is once the one-time setup has been done, you can in the application define for how long you need the vehicle. You will directly see the list of vehicles available and the price for your rental. Then, as a user, you will be directed to the vehicle and you will unlock it with your smartphone. But we also make sure that any damage that is on the vehicle is accounted for and is notified, so that we can attribute the damage to the correct user. All right. I would like to thank you for your attention. I think I'm right into the 3 minutes. So here are my contacts in case you want more information. I'd be gladly answering your questions.
That's perfect. You're right on time with the pitch, and we have 40 seconds for a question. But otherwise, I know that you also have an important meeting just afterwards in 1 minute, in 5 minutes. So you'll be there on time. So if there is no other questions, maybe you can add something, or if you want to share another information before we switch to the next one.
Maybe the last one is in terms of our business model. So we just offer a all-in solution, and we take a fee per vehicle per month. So this means that we do not take any cut on the rental that you get from the vehicles, and we don't take any fee per user, which is usually the case in this sense. So not only we want to align our interests with yours, in sense of maximizing the number of people using the application and not taking a cut on the rental. We just provide the IT solution so that you can share and rent vehicles inside your property.